I'm here at Thwaites Market in Methuen, Massachusetts with Abby. Now your dad owns the market.
Yes.
But it's a family affair back there.
Absolutely.
So who's back there working with you?
Right now I have my grandmother who's 84 years old. She actually just had a birthday in September. She's 84. I have both of my aunts are working back there, Lynn and Lee. I also have my mother who comes in and works every Monday and Friday, and then she fills in whenever everyone else is on vacation. I have my brother-in-law who works behind the meat case, and I have my fiance's cousin who works behind the meat case too, so I'm getting his family in on this too.
That's great.
Yes.
And your grandmother's a hot ticket. I met her. She's
my
so
God,
funny.
she is.
She does stand-up comedy on the side.
Seriously, I don't know where she comes from. She says she doesn't like to talk to people, but she's the first one to get up there and talk to you, so.
So tell me a little bit about the history of Thwaites.
Sure. Well, my great-great-grandmother started it. She moved over here from England, so it is a traditional English recipe for our pies. She moved over here from England, worked at a boarding house in North Andover where she made the pies, but she was sick of selling the ingredients, so she decided that she was going to start her own business. It used to actually be across the street from us, but then this place opened up as a grocery store, had a great kitchen that they could work with, so they decided that they would move over across the street and start making the pies here. And then my father went over to Vietnam. When he came back, that's when he really started getting more and more into the business and taking care of everything. So that's when he decided that he was gonna, when my great-grandfather was running it, we only had the pork pies. Then they decided to move on to doing tomato sausage pies and chicken pies as well. So the pork pies and the chicken pies are our most famous pies. The tomato sausage comes in a third. But after that, he just went nuts and started filling the pies with anything that he could get his hands on. And especially like our homemade sausages that we have. He'd take whatever leftover meats we have from that and put it into a pie shell and bake it. And most of these were just trial runs, and most of them have done awesome. There was one, however, that was not so great. He tried to put a banana in a pie.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
He just wanted to see what would happen, so he put a banana with some honey in it, and the banana tasted really good, but it wasn't going to work out. So,
So all your pies here are savory pies.
Yes, absolutely.
So I've actually never had a pork pie before. Now, they're traditional in England?
Yes. We have people come over from England that say our pies are better than back home, which means a lot to us. So
So it's a family recipe from your great-grandmother?
great-great-grandmother.
Great-great-grandmother.
Yes.
And so it's a traditional pork pie. So what, not without giving away secrets,
Yes.
what is in a pork pie?
We take pork, we cut it up, then we grind it. So we take the ground pork, we scoop it out, we put it into a pie, then we just put some seasoning on it, put the top crust on it, and as you saw earlier, when they come out of the oven, we take them out of the tin and put our homemade gravy into it.
So delicious.
Thank
So
you.
good. I hear that people who are originally from this area, when they come here, they buy like several dozen to take home with them because
Yes.
they miss them so much.
Yeah, it's actually quite funny. The people who have moved away from us, they have 3 stops that they'll go to: Man Orchards, Tripoli Bakery, and Thwaites Market. And you know that they're leaving for a long period of time when they say, oh, we have to make one more stop, we have to go to Man Orchards or Tripoli Bakery and load up on the stuff that they have there.
So if someone wants to buy like a whole bunch of them, can they order them in advance?
Oh, absolutely. Yep, we actually just had someone put in an order for 200 pies. It was for Phillips Academy. They were doing something this past summer with them, so we were able to put that order in for them, and luckily they got their pies perfectly.
So now how many different varieties of pies do you have now?
Right now we have about 35 different kinds of pies. Yes.
Must be hard to choose.
It is. It's very hard. And like my father said, quality control is a hard job for us back there. So we get our hands on everything every once in a while.
Well, the prices are so great. So how much do you charge per pie?
They're $2.59 per pie.
So someone could come in every day for 35 days straight and try every pie. It's
Absolutely,
not
they
gonna
can
break
do
the
that.
bank.
Not at all.
So beside the pies, you have other grocery items in your store.
Yes.
So people can do a little shopping.
We have everything for a person to make a homemade meal, basically. So you can come here, get your meats, vegetables, anything else that you need, and you'll be all set to make a week's meal.
And so now you also have a lot of variety of sausages that you make all in-house.
Yes.
So tell me some of the different.
Sure. Well, we have the traditional pork sausage and pork bangers, which goes along with the English tradition. Then we started getting into the Italian sausages. We have 4 different kinds of that. We have sweet Italian, hot Italian, peppers, onions, tomato and cheese, and garlic, tomato and cheese. Then we have cheddar wurst, which is bratwurst with sharp cheese in it. Oh my God, it's so good.
It sounds yummy.
Then we actually, our newest sausage, honey barbecue bratwurst.
Ooh.
It's so good, especially when you throw it in the oven. I don't like to grill anything because it loses all the flavor. So I'll throw it in the oven, flavor stays right in there. Oh, it's such a good sausage. Very good. Then we have a Chinese sausage that we make. It's pork-based with aso and duck sauce. We have a Greek sausage that we make. That a customer actually came into the store and asked my father if he made lacanico. So that's a traditional name for it. My dad said, if you find a recipe for me, I will make it for you. So he came in the next day with a recipe, and my dad made up a 10-pound batch for him.
Nice.
Guy loved it. We ended up selling it. So it's still here, and that was probably about 5 years ago, I'd say.
So you have so many different varieties, you just have to come and take them all.
Absolutely.
Try 'em
Yeah.
all. So now tell us your hours here. When can people come in and get the great
Come in
pies?
from 8 to 5:30 every single day, with the exception of Wednesdays we close at noontime, and Sundays we're closed all day.
Well, thank you, Abby, so much. I'll
Thank
have to head
you.
out here to Thwaites Market in Methuen for some great traditional English pork pies. And more, and more.